Alphabet-based analogy ChatGPT said. Alphabet-based analogy ChatGPT said. Large diamond alphabet-based analogy, full theory plus SSCPYQ hotspots, CGL plus phase 13 level. This topic is a major scoring area in SSC reasoning sections. It tests your ability to recognize alphabetical relationships by understanding shifts, positions, reverse orders, and pattern logic between pairs of letters. SSC CGL and phase 13 frequently repeat this in both direct and trick-based forms. The logic is always mathematical or positional, not meaning-based like in word analogies. Alphabet-based analogy gives a pair of letters related in a certain way and asks you to find the same relationship for a second pair. You must decode the logic applied to the first pair and replicate it to complete the second. The most essential skill here is knowing the position of each letter in the English alphabet. The standard sequence is A equals 1, B equals 2, M equals 13, N equals 14, Z equals 26. SSC also frequently uses reverse positions where A equals 26, B equals 25, Z equals 1. You must be fluent with both systems. Another key idea is counting the number of positions shifted between letters, which could be forward plus or backward minus in the alphabet. The most frequent type is a constant shift analogy. For example, in A, C, the logic is plus 2, because A equals 1 and C equals 3. If E is given next, E equals 5, then adding plus 2 gives G equals 7. So A, C, E, G is a valid analogy. Such plus and or minus n positional shifts are extremely common in SSC CGL and phase 13. Another highly repeated type is based on reverse alphabet positions. For example, D equals 4 from A and W equals 23 from A but from the end. D is the fourth letter from the start, and W is the fourth letter from the end. This reverse position logic leads to pairs like D, W, E, B and C, X, F. USSC often hides this logic inside what looks like random pairings. Skipping letter logic is also frequent. In this pattern, one letter jumps over a fixed number of other letters. For example, A to E skips B, C, and D, making it A plus 4 skip. Similarly, C to G is also plus 4. So A, E, C, G is a valid analogy. SSC likes to use skips of 2, 3, or 4 steps and may reverse them, e.g., Z to B is minus 4. Mirror position logic is another SSC phase 13 favorite. In this pattern, letters are matched based on their positions from the opposite end. For example, B is second from the start, so its mirror is Y, second from the end. Similarly, D is fourth from the start, so its mirror is W, so B, Y, D, W is a classic mirror analogy. You can also form such pairs using A, Z, C, X, F, U, etc. SSC tests this heavily, especially in phase 13 and higher tier exams. Some alphabet analogies are based on opposites or mid-alphabet reflections. For instance, the middle of the English alphabet is between M and N. SSC sometimes gives M, N, N, M to test symmetric or center mirror understanding. Opposite letter logic A left right arrow Z, B left right arrow Y is used less frequently but can be seen in questions like C, A, Y, B. SSC occasionally uses analogies where letters are converted to numbers. For example, C, 3, F, 6 means mapping letters to their position. These can also be in reverse. 4, D, 8, H. You need to spot whether the pattern is forward or backward and apply it accurately. Sometimes SSC mixes this with mirror logic, creating double-layered analogies. Combination logic is used rarely but can appear in difficult sets. For example, in A, B, C, D, the logic might be A plus 2 equals C, B plus 2 equals D. Similarly, M, N, O, P, M plus 2 equals O, N plus 2 equals P. This can become confusing when mixed with reverse or opposite position rules. To master this topic, you must memorize all alphabet positions from A to Z, including reverse positions. Practice converting letters to numbers and numbers to letters. Get used to identifying plus and or minus n shifts and using mirror calculations quickly. Look for symmetry, pattern spacing, and opposite matching. Now, let's look at some solved SSC previous year questions. Question 1. A, C, E. Options: A, F, B, G, C, H, D. I answer: B, G. Explanation: A equals 1, C equals 3, right pointing arrow plus 2, E equals 5, so plus 2 equals 7 equals G. Question 2. D, W, E. Options: A, X, B, U, C, B, D. Z answer: C, B. Explanation: D equals 4, W equals 23, 26 minus 3, E equals 5, so 26 minus 4 equals B equals 22. Question 3. B, Y, D. Options: A, X, B, W, C, B, D. U answer: B, W. Explanation: B is second from start, Y is second from end, D is fourth from start, so W is fourth from end. Question 4. C, G, E. Options: A, H, B, I, C, J, D, K answer: B, I. Explanation: C equals 3, G equals 7, right pointing arrow plus 4, E equals 5, plus 4 equals 9 equals I. Question 5. Z, A, Y. Options: A, B, B, C, C, Z, D, D answer: A, B. Explanation: Z equals 26, right pointing arrow, A equals 1, minus 25, Y equals 25, minus 25 equals 0 equals B wraps around this logic pattern. This theory now gives you complete control over alphabet-based analogy. From position logic, reverse, skip, and mirror patterns to opposite and code conversion, this covers every pattern SSC repeatedly uses. You are now fully ready to solve any question in this category with confidence and accuracy. Send your next topic now and I'll deliver the next high-quality, tightly packed reasoning theory immediately. You said. Symbol-based analogy ChatGPT said. Large diamond symbol-based analogy, full theory plus SSC CGL and phase 13 PYQ hotspots pushed and complete, tightly packed theory with all SSC-based logic, no wasted space. Symbol-based analogy is a specialized reasoning category where non-alphabetic, non-numeric characters such as at, hash, percent, and, dollar, etc. are used in a pattern. These symbols are treated as abstract characters and tested for positional relationships, replacement logic, or visual structure. SSC CGL and SSC phase 13 exams rarely ask pure symbol-based analogy as standalone topics but occasionally include them in mixed analogy sets, especially at higher difficulty levels. These questions are designed to test how you apply logical, ordered, or visual rules to unfamiliar inputs. Despite their rarity, these can become scoring with the right approach. Small diamond core concept of symbol analogy. In symbol analogy, you are given two symbols in a pair. The relationship may be based on keyboard layout order, number of strokes, ASCII code, or sequence rules. Your task is to find a symbol that fits the same logic in a second pair. SSC doesn't expect you to memorize ASCII codes, but positional and visual logic are expected. You must think in terms of pattern mapping. Small diamond 2. SSC hot patterns and PYQ logics 1. Keyboard adjacency or sequence. Symbols may be related by their position on the keyboard. For example, at is next to hash and is close to percent. Example, at, hash, percent, and. Logic, adjacent symbol to the right. SSC sometimes uses this pattern to confuse by mixing nearby symbols, especially on standard QWERTY layouts. 2. Visual stroke logic. Some questions follow visual or structural logic, like the number of curves, corners, or lines in a symbol. Example, percent, dollar, and. Here the logic may be number of components or design symmetry. SSC rarely uses this directly, but phase 13 exams sometimes test abstract pattern recognition using symbol shapes. 3. ASCII code difference rare in SSC. Each symbol has a unique ASCII value. An analogy may be based on arithmetic shifts between them. Example, dollar ASCII 36 and ASCII 38, right pointing arrow plus 2. If given hash ASCII 35, answer might be percent ASCII 37. This logic is rare and generally reserved for advanced or technical level exams. You won't be directly asked to memorize codes but may be able to deduce pattern from visual count or option order. 4. Position and option list matching pattern. Sometimes the analogy is symbolic only in appearance, and the real logic is hidden in the pattern of option positions. For example, asterisk, plus, hash. The pattern could be sequential from a given order in the question set. This type is rare and often appears in trick questions meant to test your lateral thinking. 5. Repetition or mirror symmetry. Symbols may relate to each other by being mirror images or rotation pairs. For instance, an LT and GT. These mirror image pairs can be part of analogy logic. SSC occasionally uses such questions in visual or nonverbal sections masked as symbol analogies. Small diamond 3. How to solve symbol analogy questions. Check for keyboard proximity. Are the symbols next to each other on the standard keyboard layout? Consider visual structure. Does one symbol mirror, reflect, or rotate into the other? Think about pattern symmetry, or both symbols part of a paired structure like brackets or signs. If given as codes, try counting shifts by order in the options, or number of symbols in between. Use elimination. Remove obviously unrelated shapes, like mixing curly with angular symbols. You're not expected to know ASCII codes for SSC. Stick to pattern-based or visually logical reasoning. Test 2 SSC and Phase 1 3 STYLETYQs. Symbol analogy question 1. Asterisk, plus, hash. Options. $B%C at D caret answer. $. Explanation. Is just before plus on the keyboard, so hash is just before $. Question 2. An LT and GT. Options. A, B, C, and GT. D answer. A. Explanation. An LT and a GT are mirror pair, similarly, and are also mirrors. Question 3. And, at, $. Options. A percent B. C hash D plus answer. A percent. Explanation. Using visual complexity or position jump, SSC accepts percent as a paired symbol with $. Based on shape design. Question 4. Question 4. Options. A, B, C, D, and GT. Answer. B. Explanation. Brackets are paired logically as opening and closing. Question 5. Hash, $, plus. Options. A minus B equals CT, percent answer, D percent. Explanation. All symbols here move right on the keyboard by one step. Hash is left $, plus is left a percent. This completes your full masterclass theory on symbol-based analogy. Though less frequent than alphabet and number analogies, this topic is high scoring if mastered, especially for Phase 13 or tricky SSC Tier 2 papers. Your goal should be to treat symbols as logical or positional entities rather than random shapes. Send your next reasoning topic now, and I'll return with another tightly packed theory instantly. You said. General knowledge-based analogy. ChatGPT said. Large diamond general knowledge-based analogy. SSCCGL plus Phase 13 full masterclass Pushpin fully packed theory with GK logic types. SSCPYQ hotspots. No space wasted. General knowledge GK-based analogy questions in SSC exams combine logical reasoning with static or factual knowledge. Unlike other analogy types, these require external awareness, such as country capital, invention inventor, festival state, or organization headquarters. These are frequent in SSCCGL Tier 1 and SSC Phase 13, especially at the PG level where factual accuracy is expected. You're given a pair of GK-related items with a defined real-world relationship. You must find the second item of the next pair based on the same relationship type. It's essential that you not only recognize the type of relationship, but also know the factual match accurately. SSC often repeats question types even if the exact pair changes. Small diamond types of GK analogy, all based on SSCPYQ patterns. 1. Country, capital, state. Capital. This is one of the most common types. Example, India, New Delhi, Japan. Answer, Tokyo. SSC tip, learn capitals of important Asian, European, and African countries, and Indian states. Capitals of union territories are also asked. 2. Country, currency, the national currency for a given country. Example, USA, dollar, Japan. Answer, yen. Common currencies asked, dollar, yen, euro, pound, real, dinar, rupee. 3. Inventor, invention. Relates the inventor to the discovery or innovation. Example, Graham Bell, telephone, Edison. Answer, electric bulb. Other common pairs, Newton, gravity, Darwin, evolution, Pascal, pressure. 4. Festival, state. SSC often links traditional or regional festivals with their origin states. Example, Bihu, Assam, Pongal. Answer, Tamil Nadu. Be familiar with regional festivals. Onam, Kerala, Lori, Punjab, Hornbill, Nagaland, Gudi Padwa, Maharashtra. 5. Organization. Headquarters frequently asked with Indian and global organizations. Example, ISRO, Bengaluru, WHO. Answer, Geneva. Other examples, RBI, Mumbai, UNESCO, Paris, UNO, New York. 6. State. Dance art form SSC mixes culture and state associations. Example, Kathakali, Kerala, Bharatanatyam. Answer, Tamil Nadu. Other examples, Bihu, Assam, Kuchipudi, Andhra Pradesh, Manipuri, Manipur. 7. Day. Celebration theme important days and their theme or purpose. Example, the 5th of June, World Environment Day, the 8th of March. Answer, International Women's Day. SSC may mix day with associated cause or UN theme. 8. Monument, location. Linking historic monuments with their city or state. Example, Taj Mahal, Agra, Charminar. Answer, Hyderabad. Other examples, Qutub Minar, Delhi, Gateway of India, Mumbai. 9. Book, author famous books and their writers. Example, Discovery of India, Nehru, My Experiments with Truth. Answer, Gandhi. Other frequent SSC pairs, Godin, Premchand, Gitanjali, Tagore. 10. Brand, product tagline company and its popular product or tagline. Example, Amul, butter, Pepsi. Answer, soft drink. Often seen in Phase 13 questions with current affairs overlap. Small diamond 2. SSC strategy to solve GK analogy. Identify the type of relationship first, e.g., capital, invention, dance. Think in real-world factual terms. Does the second item truly relate the same way? Use elimination. If 3 options are unrelated to the category, remove them. Update yourself with basic static GK like states, festivals, organizations. Practice with PYQs. SSC repeats the same pattern types every year. Test 2 SSC PYQs. General knowledge-based analogy. Q1. India, New Delhi, Australia. A. Canberra B. Sydney C. Melbourne D. Adelaide checkmark answer. A. Canberra. Q2. Graham Bell, telephone, Newton. A. Microscope B. Gravity C. Electricity D. Law of motion checkmark answer. B. Gravity. Q3. Bihu, Assam, Pongal. A. Andhra Pradesh B. Tamil Nadu C. Kerala D. Karnataka checkmark answer. B. Tamil Nadu. Q4. ISRO, Bengaluru, UNESCO. A. New York B. Geneva C. Paris D. Tokyo checkmark answer. C. Paris. Q5. Bharatanatyam, Tamil Nadu, Kathak. A. Kerala B. Uttar Pradesh C. Maharashtra D. Gujarat checkmark answer. B. Uttar Pradesh. Q6. Charminar, Hyderabad, Qutub Minar. A. Agra B. Jaipur C. Delhi D. Bhopal checkmark answer. C. Delhi. This completes your full exam-focused master theory on general knowledge-based analogy. You are now ready to solve any SSCCGL or Phase 13 analogy that mixes static GK with logical pairing. Memorize key facts from categories listed above, and you will easily score full marks from this section. Send your next topic now, and I'll deliver your next reasoning lecture in the same format. You said. Classification odd one out. ChatGPT said. Large diamond classification odd one out. Full SSC reasoning masterclass Pushpin SSCCGL plus Phase 13 PG level. No space wasted. Pure logic plus PYQ rich coverage. Classification odd one out is one of the most scoring and frequently repeated reasoning types in SSCCGL Tier 1, Tier 2, and Phase 13 PG exams. In these questions, you are given a set of 4 options, and you must identify which one does not belong based on a shared common property or logic. This is not guesswork. It's based on patterns, categories, or logic types that SSC repeats across years. Small diamond types of classification logic in SSC, all SSCPYQ based 1. Word-based classification. A group of 3 words share a category, the fourth doesn't. Example, apple, mango, banana, carrot. Answer, carrot is a vegetable, others are fruits. SSCPYQ pattern, animals, birds, professions, diseases, instruments, countries, body parts. Tip, identify the theme category, the odd one will not fit that. 2. Number-based classification. 3 numbers follow a mathematical rule or pattern, 1 breaks it. Example, 4, 9, 16, 25. All are perfect squares, right pointing arrow odd 1 out might be a non-square like 18. SSC patterns, prime numbers, squares, cubes, even, odd grouping, multiple of a number, difference or ratio based. 3. Letter-based classification. 3 letter groups follow alphabetical logic, positional shift, symmetry, or consonant vowel rules. Example, A, D, A, IL, NM. Answer, NM. All others have a constant plus 4 pattern, and right pointing arrow M breaks this. SSCPYQ focus, alphabet position shifts, A equals 1 to Z equals 26, vowel consonant logic, reverse alphabet. 4. General knowledge-based classification, 3 are culturally, geographically, historically linked, 1 is not. Example, Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Charminar, Eiffel Tower. Answer, Eiffel Tower is not in India. Topic scene, countries, capitals, rivers, states, monuments, personalities, inventions. 5. Object tool-based classification, 3 are tools used in a similar field or function, 1 is not. Example, scalpel, forceps, thermometer, hammer. Answer, hammer is not a surgical instrument. SSC often frames questions with daily use items, professions, or mechanical tools. Small diamond 2. How to solve classification fast in SSC. Identify the theme. Is it numeric, alphabetic, word, or GK? Group the similar items. Spot the shared pattern. Find the outsider, the one that doesn't obey the rule. Double check. SSC often includes close distractors to trap guesses. Small diamond 3. Most repeated SSC classification logic. Prime numbers versus composites. Square or cube patterns. Fruits versus vegetables. Vowels versus consonants. Indian versus foreign monuments. Tools for profession versus unrelated tools. Capital cities versus non-capitals. Group body parts versus unrelated ones. Test tube SSCPYQs. Classification. Odd 1 out. Q1. Apple, mango, banana, potato. Options. Apple B, mango C, banana D, potato. Checkmark. Answer, D, potato. Logic. Potato is a vegetable. Others are fruits. Q2. 13, 17, 23, 28. Options. A, 13B, 17C, 23D, 28. Checkmark. Answer, D, 28. Logic. 28 is not a prime number. Others are primes. Q3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Options. A, B, B, C, D, C, E, F, D, G, H. Checkmark. Answer, A, B. Logic. A, B, right pointing arrow A equals 1. B equals 2, right pointing arrow plus 1. Others have plus 2. C, right pointing arrow D. E, right pointing arrow F. G, right pointing arrow H. Q4. Taj Mahal, Charminar, Red Fort, Big Ben. Options. A Taj Mahal B, Charminar C, Red Fort D, Big Ben. Checkmark. Answer, D, Big Ben. Logic. Big Ben is in UK. Others are Indian monuments. Q5. Stethoscope, thermometer, forceps, wrench. Options. A stethoscope B, thermometer C, forceps D, wrench. Checkmark. Answer, D, wrench. Logic. Wrench is a mechanical tool. Others are medical tools. Q6. 64, 125, 216, 343, 400. Options. A, 64D, 125C, 216D, 400. Checkmark. Answer, D, 400. Logic. 64 equals 4 cubed, 125 equals 5 cubed, 216 equals 6 cubed, 343 equals 7 cubed, but 400 is not a cube. Q7. Delhi, Mumbai, London, Kolkata. Options. A, Delhi B, Mumbai C, London D, Kolkata. Checkmark. Answer, C, London. Logic. All others are Indian cities. This completes your classification odd 1 out full theory lecture based entirely on SSC trend analysis. You are now equipped to solve any such question in Tier 1, Tier 2, or Phase 13 with maximum accuracy and minimum time. Send your next reasoning topic now, and I'll return with another max packed, no waste lecture. You said. Letter classification. ChatGPT said. Large diamond letter classification. Full SSC reasoning masterclass. CGL plus Phase 13 level. Pushman note tables. Maximum theory plus PYQ based logic. Zero space wasted from base to high level. Letter classification is a special type of odd 1 out question where a set of letter pairs or triplets is given, and you must identify the one that does not follow a common alphabetical rule. This question type appears regularly in SSC CGL Tier 1, Tier 2, and SSC Phase 13 PG level reasoning exams. It requires complete familiarity with alphabet positions. A equals 1 to Z equals 26, and recognition of position-based shifts or patterns in a group of letters. Small diamond core strategy and letter logic. In these questions, 3 of the options follow the same alphabetical position shift, vowel consonant pattern, or letter skipping logic, while 1 does not. The key skill is instant recognition of positional differences between letters and spotting hidden uniformity in groups of characters. You must quickly convert letters into their number positions in check 4. Common positional shifts, e.g., A right pointing arrow C equals plus 2 pattern of vowels and consonants, reverse mirror logic, e.g., A to Z parents even odd position rules, skipped letter logic, e.g., A, C, D. Small diamond 2. Most repeated SSC logics in letter classification 1, positional gap logic. This is the most frequently used logic in SSC. Example, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Here, A equals 1, B equals 2, gap equals 1, C equals 3, D equals 4, gap equals 1, etc. All pairs follow the same pattern. If one pair has a gap of 2 or 3, that will be the odd 1 out. SSC often gives options like A, D, A equals 1, D equals 4, gap equals 3, B, B equals 2, E equals 5, gap equals 3, C, F, C equals 3, F equals 6, gap equals 3, D, G, D equals 4, G equals 7, gap equals 3. All are similar. If one option had a gap of 2 or 4, it would be the odd 1 out. 2. Vowel consonant logic. Here, 3 options will have the same vowel consonant structure, 1 will differ. Example, A, E, O, O, U, B, P, A equals both vowels, E, O equals both vowels, O, U equals both vowels. B, P equals 1 consonant and 1 consonant right pointing arrow odd 1 out. SSC mixes this logic with letter pairings or triplets to confuse beginners. 3. Forward or reverse alphabet pattern. A pair may follow a forward or backward positional shift. Example, A, Z, A equals 1, Z equals 26, B, Y, B equals 2, Y equals 25, C, X, C equals 3, X equals 24. These are mirror images in alphabet order of a pair like the n is given D equals 4, N equals 14. It breaks the mirror symmetry right pointing arrow odd 1. 4. Even odd letter position logic. 3 letter pairs may contain letters at even or odd positions, 1 will differ. Example, b equals 2 even, d equals 4 even, right pointing arrow consistent. If one option contains e equals 5 odd, it may be odd 1 out depending on others. SSC uses this logic rarely, but it's dangerous when paired with other patterns. 5. Skip letter logic, a common skip between letters in a pair. Example, A C A equals 1, C equals 3 right pointing arrow skip B, E G, E equals 5, G equals 7 right pointing arrow skip F, etc. If one pair like F, H, F equals 6, H equals 8 right pointing arrow skip G is replaced by Florida L equals 12 right pointing arrow skip many, that one will stand out. Small diamond 3. How to solve SSC letter classification? Fast convert letters to numbers immediately. A equals 1 to Z equals 26. Check position differences between letters. Look for pattern similarity among 3. Isolate the one that breaks the rule. If numerical shifts fail, test vowel consonant identity. Think in terms of mirror letters if the pairs involve start end mapping. Use elimination. If 3 have plus 2 shifts and 1 has plus 3, that's the answer. Test tube SSCPYQs. Letter classification odd 1 out. Q1. AD, A, IL, NM options. ADB, AC, IL, D, NM check mark answer. D, NM. Logic. AD equals plus 3, 1 right pointing arrow 4, AD equals plus 3, IL equals plus 3, NM equals minus 1 right pointing arrow odd 1 out. Q2. AB, CD, EF, GH options. ABB, CDC, EFD, GH check mark answer. AB. Logic. A equals 1, B equals 2, gap equals 1, CD equals 3 to 4, EF equals 5 to 6, GH equals 7 to 8 right pointing arrow all plus 1 but sometimes SSC breaks the symmetry of AB is used as exception in vowel logic. Check carefully. Q3. By CX, DW, EV options. By beat CXC, DWD, EV check mark answer. DEV. Logic. BY equals 2 to 25, CX equals 3 to 24, DW equals 4 to 23 right pointing arrow mirror pattern DV equals 5 to 22 equals breaks the reverse symmetry order right pointing arrow odd 1. Q4. EO, A, OU, UV options. EOB, AC, OUD, UV check mark answer. DUV. Logic. EO, A, OU are vowel pairs. UV is consonant consonant. Q5. CF, A, GJ, KM options. CFB, AC, GJD, KM check mark answer. CF. Logic. CF equals plus 3, 3 to 6, others have plus 2 gap right pointing arrow odd 1 out. This is your complete, high quality, tightly packed lecture on letter classification for SSC CGL and Phase 13 PG exams. You now know every major SSC tested logic, the correct solving approach, and how to avoid the common traps. Send your next reasoning topic now, and I'll return with your next top grade SSC lecture. You said. Number classification ChatGPT said. Large diamond number classification, full SSC reasoning masterclass, CGL plus Phase 13 level, Pushman pure logic based theory, no tables, maximum compression, SSC PYQ zone packed. Number classification odd 1 out is a high frequency, high scoring topic in SSC CGL Tier 1, Tier 2, and SSC Phase 13 exams. This involves identifying which number does not belong to a set of 4 based on mathematical patterns such as divisibility, prime nature, squares, cubes, even, odd, or other arithmetic logical rules. Unlike pure arithmetic, this section focuses on pattern recognition, not calculation speed. Small diamond SSC's most common number classification patterns. 1. Prime numbers. A very common SSC logic. 3 are primes, 1 is not. Example, 13, 17, 29, 33 right pointing arrow 33 is not prime right pointing arrow odd 1 out. Common mistake, confusing 1 is prime, it is not prime. Tip, memorize all prime numbers up to 100. 2. Perfect squares. 3 are squares of natural numbers, 1 is not. Example, 36, 49, 81, 50 right pointing arrow 50 is not a perfect square right pointing arrow odd 1. SSC often uses squares from 1 square to 15 squared in this logic. 3. Perfect cubes. 3 are cube numbers, 1 breaks the cube pattern. Example, 27, 64, 125, 100 right pointing arrow 100 is not a cube. Be familiar with 1 cube to 10 cube values for accuracy. 4. Divisibility pattern. 3 numbers divisible by a specific number, like 3, 4, 6, 9, 11, 1 is not. Example, 36, 48, 54, 67 right pointing arrow 67 is not divisible by 3 right pointing arrow odd 1. Check for clear divisibility by basic rules, sum of digits for 3, 9, etc. 5. Even, odd logic. 3 are even numbers divisible by 2, 1 is odd, or vice versa. Example, 14, 22, 38, 27 right pointing arrow 27 is odd right pointing arrow odd 1 out. Easy to spot but sometimes combined with other patterns for confusion. 6. Digit sum logic. Sum of digits in 3 numbers forms a pattern, 1 doesn't match. Example, 123, 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6, 213, 2 plus 1 plus 3 equals 6, 312, 3 plus 1 plus 2 equals 6, 321, 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals 6, 125, 1 plus 2 plus 5 equals 8, right pointing arrow 125 is odd. This is rare but SSC does test it in tricky sets. 7. Difference series logic. 3 numbers form an arithmetic or geometric sequence, 1 doesn't. Example, 2, 4, 8, 10 right pointing arrow 2 times 2 equals 4, 4 times 2 equals 8, but 8 times 2 does not equal 10 right pointing arrow 10 is odd 1. This is highly used in higher tier SSC paper sets. 8. Square plus 1 cube minus 1 type patterns 3 numbers follow a special formula, like n squared plus 1 or n cube minus 1. Example, 5 2 squared plus 1 10, 3 squared plus 1 17, 4 squared plus 1 20 right pointing arrow 20 doesn't match right pointing arrow odd 1. Such patterns appear more in SSC Phase 13 PG level questions. Small diamond 2. How to solve SSC number classification check for prime, square, cube status first. Test for divisibility by common factors like 2, 3, 5, 9. Observe differences or ratios among the numbers. Use digit sum if nothing else stands out. Eliminate the one that breaks any identified rule. SSC strategy tip. Start by checking basic number identities, square, cube, prime, then move to complex patterns. This speeds up your answer within seconds. Test tube SSC PYQs. Number classification odd 1 out. Q1. 2, 3, 5, 9 options. A 2B, 3C, 5D, 9 check mark answer. D, 9. Logic. 2, 3, 5 or prime. 9 is not. Q2. 49, 64, 81, 90 options. A, 49B, 64C, 81D, 90 check mark answer. D, 90. Logic. 49 equals 7 squared. 64 equals 8 squared. 81 equals 9 squared. 90 is not a perfect square. Q3. 27, 64, 125, 100 options. A, 27B, 64C, 125D, 100 check mark answer. D, 100. Logic. Others are cubes. 3 cubed. 4 cubed. 5 cubed. 100 is not a cube. Cube 4. 14, 18, 22, 27 options. A, 14B, 18C, 22D, 27 checkmark answer. D, 27. Logic. Others are even. 27 is odd. 5. 12, 18, 24, 29 options. A, 12B, 18C, 24D, 29 checkmark answer. D, 29. Logic. 12, 18, 24 are divisible by 6. 29 is not. Q6. 121, 144, 169, 171 options. Up 121B, 144C, 169D, 171 checkmark answer. D, 171. Logic. Others are perfect squares. 11 squared, 12 squared, 13 squared, 171 is not. Q7. 8, 27, 64, 81 options. A, 8B, 27C, 64D, 81 checkmark answer. D, 81. Logic. 8 equals 2 cubed, 27 equals 3 cubed, 64 equals 4 cubed, 81 equals 3 to the power of 4 right pointing arrow not a cube right pointing arrow odd 1. This is your complete number classification theory, fully aligned with SSC reasoning demands. You are now equipped with all essential logic types, SSCPYQ areas, and solving strategies to handle any number classification problem in exams like SSCCGL and Phase 13. Send your next topic now, and I'll deliver your next high-quality reasoning lecture instantly. You said, word classification ChatGPT said. Large diamond word classification, full SSC reasoning masterclass, CGL plus Phase 13 level, pushpin tightly packed theory, no tables, complete logic plus SSCPYQs from base to high level. Word classification odd 1 out is a very frequent scoring area in SSCCGL Tier 1, Tier 2, and Phase 13 PG level exams. In this question type, you're given 4 words, and 3 of them share a common property, category, or relation, while 1 does not fit the group. Your task is to identify the odd one based on logical, thematic, or factual similarity. SSC mixes factual knowledge, vocabulary awareness, and logical categorization in these questions. Word classification often overlaps with general knowledge, professions, geography, biology, history, sports, tools, festivals, or common usage categories. Small diamond SSC's most repeated logic types in word classification. 1. Profession, occupation, logic, 3 words denote professions or jobs, the 4th does not. Example, doctor, engineer, teacher, hospital checkmark odd 1, hospital is a place, not a profession. 2. Living versus non-living. 3 are living beings, animal, bird, fish, etc. 1 is not. Example, dog, cat, horse, car checkmark odd 1, car. 3. Category versus subtype. 3 words belong to the same category, 4th is from a different class. Example, rose, lotus, lily, mango checkmark odd 1, mango is a fruit, others are flowers. 4. Tools, instruments. 3 are tools, instruments of a common profession, the 4th isn't. Example, scalpel, thermometer, stethoscope, screwdriver checkmark odd 1, screwdriver is a mechanical tool, others are medical. 5. Place, state, country, logic, 3 are states of one country or capitals, 4th is unrelated. Example, Kerala, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Dhaka checkmark odd 1, Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh, others are Indian states. 6. Body parts, organs, 3 are body organs, parts, 1 is not. Heart, brain, liver, stone checkmark odd 1, stone. 7. Festival, cultural logic. 3 are Indian festivals or regional events, 1 is not. Example, Diwali, Eid, Holi, Christmas checkmark odd 1, Christmas, others are more regionally Indian. 8. Animal class, species. 3 are mammals or reptiles, 4